All right, Lynn, I think I'll let you start us off here.
Yeah, we're at the top of the hour. Thanks, John. Hi, everyone. I'm Lynn Voss at GoldenCare. I'm in the marketing support department, and I support all of the efforts that our regional directors, in terms of quotes and product information. Um, in addition to John, I'm actually joined by others on our GoldenCare team, all in an effort to kick off Long-Term Care Awareness Month. So, we have Manny with our new business operations, our operations team.
Hey, this is Manny Rosen here to help with anything new business marketing or supplies related. If you've got some questions, feel free to reach out.
And we also have Morgan. We recently officially welcomed her, and this is the first she's joining us on a webinar.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I'm here, the newest addition to the GoldenCare team, and I'm here to help with any quoting, product questions, or material needs you may have.
Perfect. We also have Corey. Now she does all of the website and online program administration.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, we have your LTC CEO selling tools software, your CSG actuarial, StrataVision, InstaPivot, and more, and we're always working to bring you new tools just exclusively for our GoldenCare agents.
Perfect. We are even joined today by Jen, our Director of Operations.
Hi, yeah, this is Jen Felton, Director of Operations. Take advantage of our back office support, whether it's taking that first step and getting contracted with us, our product support and underwriting, to new business app scrubbing. You know what? We do it all. As you can see, we have an excellent team to help you.
And we actually have a short video by our very own Tom Randall. Now, I do want to take a moment to let you know that it is a video, so anyone calling on just by their phone or just using their telephone, please be sure to turn up the volume on your computer because it will actually play the video through your computer's audio. So in order to hear it, just be sure to turn up that volume.
Hi, everybody. This is Tom Randall, National Marketing Director for GoldenCare. And as we head into LTC Awareness Month, I figured I'd just do a quick little recording to talk about some of the things we're seeing in this industry. And I'll try to keep this relatively short, and I apologize for my raspy voice. But at the end of the day, we're doing this for a big reason. There's a lot of gray hair in America. And one of the things we talk about a lot is these stats out there. 70% of people after they hit age 65 are going to require some type of care at some point in their lives. And 90% of adults have never had a real discussion about that. And, I really want to stress today that you can't really have LTC awareness nowadays without having short-term care included in that, some of those home health care only plans because of the underwriting stipulations. So at the end of the day, that 70% is really accurate because now with these short-term care plans, especially, people are going to go and claim more often. So we are going to see big utilization of these plans. And that last stat down there obviously is a little scary one, but for agents, I tell them, remember probably the only good thing that ever came from COVID is that when people did get into these situations where it was such a scary time for them, that they did start realizing, boy, I don't want to go to a nursing home. And luckily, we don't sell nursing home insurance as much as we sell policies to keep people out of the nursing home. So when I started thinking about LTC awareness, I started getting a little bit worried because I've been doing this for 25 years, and my brother Mark and I, many of you knew Mark, he's passed away now, but we used to go out and do all these seminars for agents and consumers, and we talk about using these same stats. The numbers change, but it's really the same stats. And we always talked about, boy, wait until the year 2030, boy, then things are going to fall apart. Everybody's going to be in trouble. We have too much gray hair in America and not enough money to pay for it. So real quickly, just to shower you with numbers really quick here, at the end of the day, we do have a lot of gray hair in America, and logic rules the day, you guys. So as agents, we owe it to ourselves to go out and help these Americans. We've got 54 million Americans, and I think we sometimes become apathetic or complacent about it, not realizing how big a number that is. That's more people than there are in Canada. And we know these baby boomers are out there turning 65 and 70 by the handful, 10,000 a day, right? So by the year 2030, all of these baby boomers are going to be at least 65 years old, and they're going to be hitting that claim age at 84, 85. So we really have to be careful to realize that 20, 30 years ago seemed like a lifetime ago. Now it's right around the corner. And we have to make sure that we're going to have this perfect storm of people coming to us trying to say, give me an answer, help me, start that conversation and show me a way to go out and protect my family. So we're going to have some great years ahead of us as agents going out and having the ability to help people. And again, if you look at that 70 million seniors by 2030, when those boomers all get older, you know, luckily we're not selling nursing home insurance, because if you built a nursing home, I'll throw in assisted livings in there too. If you built one every single day that had almost 200 beds in it, we'd only have 1 million extra beds to try to help all these people. So we know people are going to buy policies to try to stay at home. Okay, and again, not going to go in and beat you up with these numbers on the screen here, but we know that we're in trouble. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, or anything in between. At the end of the day, we know that we live in a society that these guys want to get reelected, and they can't pass laws that can fix all this. Steve Moses has been out there for 20, 25 years plus telling people we have to fix Medicaid. We have to find a way to make it such not an entitlement for people. We want people to plan ahead and private insure. Well, you know what? We know we're not going to be able to change that whole system. It's not going to work in the time we have to do this. So what we need to do is go out and educate each individual client one at a time or a group at a time and tell them, here's the deal. Medicare budgets, number 2 big budget item in the country right now, they're totally underfunded. They're not going to be able to sustain it. And when they do keep paying out Medicaid or Medicare, excuse me, it's going to be at a lower dollar amount. So our care is not going to be as good. Medicaid, shared program, federal and state governments, don't kid yourself. $728 billion in 21, it's going to hit $1 trillion by 2030. Or before 2028, some say. And you know, at the end of the day, the states are going to panic. It's a third of the budget, and their costs are going up and their incomes are going down. So they're going to start finding ways to say, we can't afford to have people just get Medicaid all the time. And if we do, it's not going to be quality of care. So we want people to self-insure. We want people to say, just look at yourself now. We can't fix this across the country, but I tell you what, individually go out, get educated, buy a policy, talk to this agent, and find something that can help them and their family individually so they don't get kicked out of those Medicaid nursing home beds and shift off to another state at the time. And so they have the ability to get better quality of care. So again, I know that went longer than I wanted to and longer than maybe you wanted it, but I do want to tell you, this is so important that I really hope that you take the opportunity to listen to some of our trainers, listen to some of our regional directors here at GoldenCare, and help you out in the field. We've got a lot of great tools to help you along the way as well. Thanks, everybody. This is Tom Randall from GoldenCare.
Okay, thank you, Tom. And I just want to say, for all of our GoldenCare staff, we all wish you a very successful long-term care awareness month. Any of the tools or resources we can offer to help support you, that's what we're here for. And before I turn it back over to John, I do want to remind everyone to stay tuned. We will be having a special drawing at the end of this presentation. We'll be drawing winners that will be receiving some pieces of Mutual of Omaha swag. So I'll actually turn it back over to you, John. Take it away, and we'll meet back up at the end.
Thank you very much, Lynn. My name is John Randall. I'm a regional director here at GoldenCare USA. And Tom thinks he has a raspy voice. Wait till you get a hold of this one. If you've never called us here at GoldenCare, call 800-842-7799. Visit our website at goldencareagent.com and look at all of our powerful tools we have. If you are an agent, make sure you sign up for Agent Corner on our website to get all these tools locked into your computer. But with that, we're going to get going. Today, I'm going to talk about Mutual Omaha's custom solution, long-term care. I'm a huge fan of that. We helped actually design it. It's the #1 selling plan out there right now. They've been a great partner, and I'm going to show you some of the ins and outs of the product today. And it is a great product. So Mutual Omaha is out of Nebraska. They are an A+ company. Look at that. They paid $11 million in benefits each month. And you know what? They were late to the long-term care party. So they have a much stronger book of business than the old, let's say Hancock's and Genworths that were the monsters in the day. So we do have a safe block of business, especially after our reconfiguring the prices in about 2018. So you can be very sure of what you're selling today. Tom already went through these stats, but remember that 90% adults have never had the real discussion. Make sure you're starting that conversation because they do want to hear about it. They just don't want to bring it up. So today we're going to talk about the custom solution. It's a different approach to the traditional long-term care because we have such flexibility in how we can provide coverage to our clients. It's a perfect fit for people who want their own, to fill their own special needs or to solve for premium, which is always a sensitive case with long-term care. I'll go through all of this a little deeper lately, but it's basically just a quick overview. We start at age 30 and go to 79. You can buy a partnership qualified plan. Benefits are $50,000 to $500. Monthly benefits, you get $1,500 up to $10,000. We do have elimination periods from 0 to 1 year. We have a built-in cash benefit that's always been very popular. Cash is never having to say you're sorry at claim time. We do have bed reservation, and we have a lot of inflation options with a buy-up, and I'll talk about that later. Right now, we are available in all 50 states. So the cash benefit, like I said, that is just a very nice option. You can take it day one. There's no elimination period, and you can use it to pay family, friends, neighbors, church, whoever you want. You don't have to have any expenses incurred. You just have to trigger your product or trigger your benefits. We do have a monthly benefit amount instead of a daily, which allows a lot more flexibility in the payment of your plan. If you have a big bill one day, it's still going to pay it. Calendar day elimination means every day you use care gets rid of a day of care. So ours is a 90-day elimination. So most cases you're going to have care the first day, and 90 days later you'll wipe out your elimination for your facility care. We have a lot of stay-at-home benefit options. We're going to show you all the inflation options later, and I'll give you a couple examples why that is so nice. We do have a lot of partner-friendly benefits. Again, we talked about partnership, and there's no cap on the amount of premium allowances you can get. Let's talk about the built-in benefits. Cash benefit pays 25% of the policy. You can start out at a maximum of $2,000 a month for cash, but that will build with inflation. It pays 100% of the monthly benefit on the reimbursement side for personal care to assist with ADLs, homemaker services, grocery shop and meal prep, professional services, having a nurse or a home health care aide or an RN or LPN, adult daycare, and the facility benefit also pays 100% of the policy's maximum for assisted living or nursing home. Care coordination includes services of a licensed professional who assess the care you need. They basically come in right away and help you develop your plan of care. So that's very nice to have a care coordinator as part of the plan. Respite care will give that care, the primary caregiver, basically up to 1 month a year off to attend, let's say, out-of-state wedding, or just to give themselves a little break from being, round-the-clock caregiver, even if they do have somebody coming in to help from a home health care agency. It also pays for hospice care in any setting. The international benefit, this one's a really nice one compared to a lot of policies, because it'll pay your full monthly benefit for up to 12 months. So let's say you had a policy that built up to $8,000 a month. Regardless of how much care you give, it's going to send you a check for $8,000 to pay for you. And that 12-month time should give you enough time to get you back to the United States while covering up most or all your bills. Waiver of premium just says once you're receiving care, your premiums are going to be waived. And we do have an alternate care. And you know what? If the older policies would have had this, it would have helped a lot. A lot of the first policies might have been just nursing home or nursing home and home health care. And then assisted living came along, and it's a perfect place to go, but their policies didn't cover them. Now we're saying, you know what? It doesn't have to be listed in the policy. If it's recommended by your care coordinator, if the client likes it and the insurance company likes it, they're going to go ahead and okay that benefit. They have a lot of optional benefits. I talked about the inflation. They have 1 to 5% in quarter% increments. You can also get like a 3% for 10-year, 15-year, 20-year, or lifetime. The buy-up option is what makes it so strong, because that says when you buy this policy, say you present it to a 55-year-old couple, and they say, boy, I'd love to have that plan, but I have 2 kids in college and we're still paying our mortgage. You know, we just won't be able to afford that for a few more years. You can sell them a smaller plan that still has inflation. And then when they do get more financially set, they can raise that inflation to whatever they want. From, you know, if they bought a 1%, they can do it up to a 3, 4, 5, whatever they want. And the buy-up option really makes this a strong policy, and it's really unique to Mutual of Omaha. We also have a joint waiver of premium. This one says when one goes on care, you're already getting your premiums waived, but now we will also waive your partner's premium. It's a really nice option to put on, and it's not that expensive, so make sure you take a look at it next time you're pricing a plan. Other additional benefits, the non-forfeiture, we basically never sell. It's less than 0.5% for sure. But basically you're paying for some kind of rate increase or financial failure in advance of that happening. So for about 10 to 12%, it says however much premium you paid in, if you have to cancel your premium or quit paying for whatever reason, you can get that much back in coverage. Again, we don't sell that much. Professional home care, on the other hand, we sell a lot of. It's not very expensive, and that just says when you're receiving home care benefits, anytime a professional comes in, that would be a nurse, an RN, a physical therapist, etc., you will get double your benefits for that day. So even though it's a monthly pool of money, if you broke it up into 30 days and your dollar amount was $300, every time a professional came in, they would pay you up to $600 for that day. And put that in your pool for the end of the month. So theoretically, a $5,000 plan could actually pay $10,000 at home. So, and you can use that benefit up to 1 full year, 365 days. Additional benefits for additional costs. We do have 3 return of premiums. This first one is actually kind of nice. It's kind of like having a little final expense built in. Whatever you start out with, let's say a $5,000 monthly premium, upon your death, as long as it's been in force for at least 10 years, you can get up to 3 times that, $15,000 back, kind of using it as a final expense or however you want. And it makes your policy that much cheaper. It's $15,000 back on premiums you paid in. Another very inexpensive one, and meant for younger people, is return a premium before age 65. So if you pass away before the age of 65, it'll return all your premiums minus any claims paid. The last one is just minus claims paid. No matter when you pass away, you can get all your premiums back, again, minus your any claims they might have paid out. So fairly expensive. So make sure you look at that, but also keep in mind it does add quite a cost to it. Additional benefits that you can buy for additional costs, again, the spouse security benefit's pretty nice. If you walk into a house and you know right away dad's not insurable, sometimes when one of them isn't insurable, they both say, no, we're just going to skip this. Well, that's the last thing we want them to do. So we want to give them an option, in this case, the spouse security, that says, Mom, you have a policy, it's worth $6,000 a month. If you go on claim, we will give 60%, an extra 60% out of a separate pool of money to help cover your spouse's cost. She can use it for however she wants, but a $6,000 would mean she's getting her $6,000 reimbursement and a check for $3,600 to go through her care, or to go towards his care. The shared care benefit, this allows one person to access the other person's pool of money. Now, if you've been in the long-term care business and you've sold long-term care, you know a lot of times when you give a pitch, the mother is shaking her head, her mom's going, yep, I really want this. And the husband's shaking his head no, because he doesn't think he's ever going to need it. But we all know the facts. They're going to need it. But when you explain to the husband, yeah, but if you pass away, she gets to get all your benefits and they're already paid for. You drop your premium. She picks up now, instead of a 3-year plan, she has a 6-year plan. And they like that idea of knowing they're protecting their spouse. So shared care is a nice way to keep a sale. The survivorship benefit, this just says if you have that, if the partner passes away, you get a paid up policy. So you never have to make another payment, but your policy keeps growing. And if you had inflation on there, but you pay no more premiums on it. The waiver elimination, I kind of went through already, but this enables the insured to receive home health care benefits without having to satisfy an elimination period. So if you have a 0-day home health care and you start using the policy, 90 days later, all your eliminations should be wiped out. We do have some discounts on here that are very nice. The partnership discount, if you're both applying and get issued, you get 15% each savings. If only one partner is applying, they still get a 5% discount just for you being married. And a preferred discount is a 15% savings. And they do issue about 15% preferred. You don't have to put it on the app. If they deserve it, they'll move them up to that, because we all know it's easier to quote them at select and give them money back. It's a lot easier than trying to collect more later. So they will look at the app and they will move people up. Underwriting guidelines, it's 2 out of 6 ADLs, the activities of daily living, to trigger the policy, or a cognitive impairment. But they kind of look at the whole picture. They know you need help with the instrumental activities of daily living also. So when you do go on claim, they do take care of a lot of that stuff. Issue age, I said between 30 and 79, and they do save age for 30 days of your birthday. So if you're 15 days past your birthday, you can still go back to that age. If you use the software and put in date of birth, it's not even going to give you an option not to save age. So saving age is a nice little benefit. It's a good way to get people close to their birthday or right past their birthday to act on a policy. They do have basically 4 rate classes: preferred, select, which is standard, class 1, and class 2. Now, again, I said we have about 15% preferred. We don't have a lot of class 2. A lot of them are turning into declines. Again, another reason we are introducing a lot of short-term care plans that can take care of these clients, because we know they need some kind of care no matter what. Some of the benefits are limited if you're a class 1 or 2. And if you're a class 1 or 2, there's also some benefits you just can't get, like the security benefit, joint waiver of premium, and a lot of those make sense. It's a lot of risk for the company to have you do that. So again, preferred is a 15% saving. Select or standard, you're just paying 100% of your premium. Class 1 and Class 2 add 25% as you go. So it does get a little more spendy. So you want to keep an eye on that. They have a very generous build height and weight chart. So if you look at it here, select maximum is actually very, very good weights in the long-term care world. Rate classes, we kind of talked, I went back too far here. So Mutual of Omaha quoting tool, we offer to all of our agents for free. It's the most intuitive quoting tool out there today. It's very easy to use. Any change you make on there will automatically change the price. So you don't have to worry about that. To download our software, you can either call us at GoldenCare at 800-842-7799, or you can stick this link in, and it'll download the software for you. Completing the application, the main thing is make sure you're not in a pre-appointment state. Our licensing team was very good at helping you out at that. If you are going to sell it and you haven't done it before, you have to be partnership certified before you take an application, or they'll make you take the partnership class and get all the apps signed again. So basically you can do a paper app, or about 90% of our apps are coming in electronically. You go right to Mutual Omaha's site. It's really hard to make a mistake when you do an e-app. And we have a lot of agents that don't even leave their homes anymore. So that's e-app has become very familiar with clients and with the agents. So if you haven't looked at that, it's not a bad idea. Here's all of Mutual Omaha's numbers. You will get these when we send out this slideshow. But you know what? You know what's easier to do? Give us a call here. Jeff Clark and myself, the regional directors. Today you met Manny, Morgan, Corey, and Lynn. We can get these problems fixed for you. We can help you out. We can get you supplies. We can do your underwriting. And you can be out in the field selling instead of being on hold. So I would use us as much as you can to help you with your applications or whatever help you might need, quotes. We're all there for you, and we are in all 50 states. So I want to thank everybody today. Remember, don't leave yet. Lynn's going to be coming back on and doing the drawing. We stayed within our half hour. It was a good way to kick off Long-Term Care Awareness Month. We have a lot more webinars going on this month to talk about our long-term care and our short-term care. But with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Lynn. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their day.
Thank you, John. Wonderful presentation. And again, Mutual of Omaha Long-Term Care Insurance, that plan has been, well, specifically the custom solution. It's been in our portfolio since it was launched. Its predecessor was in our portfolio before that. One of the largest writers of traditional long-term care insurance in the brokerage space. So definitely strong there. We are giving away some Mutual of Omaha swag items, and we've got a list of our attendees here that we will be able to draw from. So we will draw 3 names The first one is Leon. Congratulations, Leon. We'll be reaching out first to confirm your address, and then we'll check to see, if it's a hat or something that specific that you would like. The next one is it going to go again? There we are. Oh no. You know what? We'll be sure to work with Leon. I may actually just go ahead and spin for the second winner again, because you'll get more than one swag item anyway. Okay, our second winner then is Walter H. Congratulations, Walter. Again, we'll be reaching out after the webinar today to collect details from you, including mailing address. And then our final third winner is Deanna C. Congratulations. Again, we'll be reaching out just to confirm all of your details. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I know these live name drawings for prizes, it's something that we will be doing on several of our webinars throughout the month for Long-Term Care Awareness Month. But I also want to call attention to the fact that we have an entire lineup of various long-term care insurance topics. For Long-Term Care Insurance Month, we have several more that specifically Tom Randall and Dennis Reiner will be holding. Short-Term Care 101, in fact, is later today. The Omniflex e-app, we have all of these presentations lined up, making sure that you are as ready, as prepared, as successful as possible during this month at building consumer awareness. So, John, I think that's everything we had, and we didn't go too far past a half hour.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Lynn. And actually, Tom's was going on at the same time. He uses a different system than us. But be sure to catch some of Tom and Dennis's webinars. They're a wealth of knowledge. They're short and sweet, and they give a really good points. And you can see we have a lot of different topics lined up there. So thank you, everyone. You have a wonderful day, and enjoy the rest of your week, and let us know if there's anything we can do for you. Bye now.
Thanks, everyone.
GoldenCare is always here to serve you with new tools, new products, new ideas, and new innovations, and always the best support in the business to help you succeed. So give us a call at 800-842-7799 and check out our website at www.goldencareagent.com.